Hi, let's talk about network video recorder types. First, we can have NVRs and VMS. NVR, network video recorder, and VMS, video management software. Example of such a software would be Milestone, Hikvision IVMS 4200, and basically software which can install on a computer, which can manage all the video. VMS can work with standalone NVRs, and it's like similar to having an app on your phone. So VMS can be as additional thing, or could be as an and that's in case of the IVMS 4200 for Hikvision, or it could be like NVR on the PC, which could be Milestone. In that case, Milestone is the type of software. You have server, you have client, and they work together. You're not using embedded NVRs in there. That's one type. As I said, VMS can work with servers and clients. One computer works as a server and records all the cameras, and other computer work as a client, so you can access, manage cameras recordings from multiple locations. This type of system is usually used for large systems, tens of hundreds of cameras. Then we have standalone NVRs. And the first type is the one I already talked about in the section about DVRs, which is hybrid DVR. DVR, digital video recorder. In many DVRs, you can also add IP cameras. In some of them, full hybrid, you can make every channel, every camera, an IP camera by going to camera menu. So in some of them, you can add only a few, but in a full hybrid, you can change every single camera into the IP camera. So it's like having DVR and NVR in one box. Here I have an example of the hybrid. I'm just guessing that's a hybrid, but it will look more or less like that. So you have your HD CCTV inputs. You have your USB. You have a HDMI, VGA, and you have a LAN connection. RS485, which will be for PTZ mostly, and your connection to your power supply, power on off, and alarms, in and out. So, as you can see, most of them, they look the same, but features might be slightly different, may have slightly better parameters, like for instance, they can handle much higher resolutions, or more cameras, or have additional features like some intelligent features. Anyway, that's a hybrid. NVR with camera ports. So this is basically an NVR with a built-in network PoE switch. So each camera can be connected with its own port with a predetermined IP address, different than the office network. The above is security feature. It makes more difficult to hack such a camera. And that's an example. So you have your network cameras there. So 1, 2, 3, 8. So it's 24 cameras. Each camera has its own port, and each of those ports has assigned channel usually. So when you're connecting and setting up, and you're connecting your camera to one of those ports, you have to know which port is which channel to set it up properly inside the DVR. Those channels are numbered, same as those ports. Here is your LAN cable for the office network. So this is the section for CCTV, and this is where that NVR connects to the rest of the world through the office network. You have your USB. You have a VGA, 2 HDMI cables, and you can have external SATA as well, and a power cable. So NVR with camera ports, as in that picture. We'll also have regular network ports, so it can be connected to the office network. Typically it will have 4, 8 or 16 channels or more, but 4, 8 and 16 probably would be 4, 8, 16 would be the most typical. NVR with 2 network ports, similar to the above, but there's only one, so 2 network ports, but 1 for cameras and 1 for office. It has no built-in PoE switch, so you have to buy a switch and install it. As in previous example, it will use 2 different IP ranges, subnets, 1 for cameras, 1 for office. And there is an example of such a back of such a NVR. So LAN 1, LAN 2, HDMI, USB, VGA, RS485 for the PTZ, alarms, and the power. And then you have NVRs with 1 port. It's similar like previous, just as 1 port for both office and the cameras. And there you have an example. So I have a VGA, HDMI, LAN, power. Some small ones. It's one of the small ones probably. Sorry. So thank you.